So how did that situation happen? Explain how it went down. How did you end up having sex with your mother?
Well, I remember it vividly because I can't erase it from my mind. Just one particular day, everybody else was gone. She made sure of that, so she brought me to the bed. I still don't know what my life would have turned out to be like if I hadn't had that type of experience and I was introduced at that age, to that type of abuse from my mother.
I saw you about a couple months ago here at the park. And I had some money for you that you didn't expect, right? Because some of the viewers had sent some money. How did that feel to just get that money that you didn't even know was coming to you?
Oh, it made me feel good, and it gave me hope. It gave me hope, and it provided for me, some meals for a few days. And that was a good thing.
Hey man, shout out to the few people that had sent you money. They sent it to my Cash App, and I made sure that you got it. And so,
well, I want to thank everyone that first of all that contributed to that, and I did receive the money. So this brother here is being faithful on his part. And it's just not a scheme with him, but he really have a heart for the people.
What's up, YouTube? I have the best trainer in Atlanta and possibly the world. Hit him up on Instagram, @KDWithTheMuscle. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with the update. So we got my man Tone, man. What's going on with you today, man?
Hey, man, I'm still trying to put it all together, just taking it one day at a time, being hopeful and just praying that everything gonna come together out the while.
So I mean, you were just telling me that basically you got turned down for your housing. Yeah, I guess because of the felony stuff you got going on.
I got turned down due to some bad choices I made in the past for my housing. I am receiving my SSI benefit, but my home and my living situation is still off the wire. I'm still lying here living from pillar to
definitely
post.
Congrats as far as your check goes.
Yeah.
But I mean, it sucks when your housing is kind of still messed up. So, but so how's everything been since the last interview, man?
Well, I've been.
Has anybody that you know seen the interview?
Yeah, well, I ran into some people that actually told me that they did see it.
And what was their reaction to their thoughts?
Well, it was like a mind-blowing thing to them because they had no idea. They had no idea the things that I was going through as a youth, in my younger days. And they definitely didn't picture my mama in that type of eye because she wasn't that type of woman from the village.
Right. So she didn't present herself that way.
I took it real hard because me and my mother, we had a real, I guess you could say, unhealthy relationship.
Unhealthy?
Yeah, being the fact that, coming up as a child from the age of 12 to the age of 14, I was about, she was the first woman that I ever experienced sexual. And I guess the strange thing about it is that I liked it. That was my first experience, but I liked it. And the fact that I liked it, I thought something was wrong with me, but it was my first sexual experience.
So how did that situation happen? Explain how it went down. How did you end up having sex with your mother?
Well, I remember it vividly because I can't erase it from my mind. Just one particular day, everybody else was gone. She made sure of that, so she brought me to the bed.
So as adults, they heard that confession from your mom, and they turned around and blamed you for it?
Well, I mean, what can they do? She gone. They didn't want to see her in the bed. Like, I'm a trouble child. So
it's like, might as well just throw more trouble on them.
Who else to blame?
Yeah. No, so a couple of people. So what always happens on these videos, right, is people either email me or they're in the comments saying, hey, this ain't true, and so I had got a couple of comments from people that say that they were actually your brother or your sister, whoever, and saying that, man, that is a bunch of BS. And so what's your response to that?
Well, hey, they heard it from her mouth, so I don't know how they can come up with that. With that analogy, said that's a bunch of bullshit because she asked for, she confessed everything on her deathbed. So.
Were they there when she confessed it on her deathbed?
Oh, most certainly.
So what was their reaction at the time?
Well, they in disbelief, like they are now, you know. Like I said, I'm still, you know, arranged. I'm in arranged with my family, with my siblings. You know, we don't communicate. You know, and it's gonna sound like a thing like I've been forsaken by them, and you know, and I mean, I don't hold it against them, but you know, it's just a journey that I have to go through.
Well, I get it, right? But I mean, you know, at some point life ends, you know?
Yes,
and so before that point comes, would you like to see you guys reconcile and, you know, get back into a good place?
Oh, most definitely. I would love it nothing more than to be able to, you know, be at peace and unity with my siblings. You know, after all, they are my siblings. You know,
so what do you think needs to happen in order for that to occur?
Well, I think we all need to come to the drawing table. You know what I mean? Just sit down and talk and air out some stuff. And one thing that they're gonna have to give up the mindset that they don't think that my mother was capable of such an act. And you know, she was a good woman. You know, instead, I mean, she was a good woman. She done a lot of good things in the community. So I can see how they feel that it's hard to fathom that. But I lived through it. You know, I lived through it, and I'm still living through it. And the drama part of it, I'm living it out every day. I'm dealing with it the best way I can to deal with it. And the hardest thing about it, that I have siblings that I don't know, for some reason or another, they just have wrote me off as castaway.
Well, and I mean, you know, from their perspective, I guess they're looking at it like, oh, he's got a record, he's got this, he's got that, he's done all these different things. But from your perspective, you know, so they've expressed no empathy towards you as far as, you know, like that it may be true, and that if it is true, they're sorry that it happened.
Nothing like that. See what I'm saying? Because like I said, if you know, I still don't know what my life would have turned out to be like if I hadn't had that type of experience and I was introduced at that age, you know, to that type of abuse from my mother. I don't know what my life would have turned out, and it's still not over. You know, I'm still hopeful, but I'm dealing with drama. I mean, I'm dealing with mental agony as well as physical agony. My body is deteriorating. I'm going down. Like I said, I made some bad choices.
They call that AGE, man. They call that AGE.
That's age.
They call that AGE, man.
It come with it.
So let me ask. So, you know, I saw you about a couple months ago here at the park. And you know, I had some money for you that you didn't expect, right? Because some of the viewers had sent some money. How did that feel to just get that money that you didn't even know was coming to you?
Oh, it made me feel good, and it gave me hope. It gave me hope, and it provided for me, you know, some meals for a few days. You know, and that was a good thing.
Hey, man, shout out to the few people that had sent you money. They sent it to my Cash App, and I made sure that you got it. And so,
well, I want to thank everyone that first of all that contributed to that, and I did receive the money. So this brother here is being faithful on his part, and it's just not a scheme with him, but he really have a heart for the people, for people getting their story out, and I applaud what he's doing. I applaud what he's doing, and I'm really, I thank God for him, and he stood true to his word, and he didn't hold back. He put money in my hand, money that I didn't expect, that he said people here donate. So I'm grateful for that.
I tell you what, man, it's so crazy because you had said something about doing an interview. This was back at Gateway, right?
This was back at Gateway.
And I was like, you know, I don't know, I don't really feel like it. Yeah. And then some told me before I left, it's like, you know what? Let's just get this interview from this guy, man.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, your story was one of the more interesting stories. It was one of my personal favorite interviews. And it didn't go viral or anything like that, but it was one of my favorites, man. And so I appreciate you for sharing and just, you know, being forthcoming about that part of your life.
Yeah.
Because
being transparent.
man, because that affects people, and you never know who may be going through a similar situation, that they may see your story and they may say, you know what, let me tell my story, man, before it's too late. You know.
That's right.
So we definitely appreciate that, man. So at this point, you know, you've got your check coming. Congrats on that.
Yeah.
But you're still trying to figure out housing. So what are we doing to try to get that figured out?
Well, I've been talking with people trying to find some type of low income. Now I did go to the the Salvation Army, and I could get bored in there, and they go on your income. So they go on like a third of your income. It's
right.
gonna be based on your income. So that is hopefully there. I've been looking in that direction right there. And so, like I say, what I get is little money because I'm not 65 yet. So I went on a early retirement, which I get a little bit over $300 a month.
Right.
I mean,
so we need to.
Not a whole lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, you need to.
Better than nothing.
Well, right, but there's a supplement that you could apply for as well.
Yeah.
So you're getting your Social Security, but there's a supplement called SSI, Supplemental Security Income.
Okay.
That adds another 300 or so to that.
Okay.
So we're gonna talk about that afterwards, all right?
Okay, well, let's talk about that.
All right, man. So, all right. Well, listen, man. We really appreciate you, man, taking the time and giving us this update. Did you get a Cash App yet, man?
No, but I did get a phone. I don't have a Cash App signed up because I'm ignorant when it comes down to computer. I did time in prison.
I get it. So
I'm not a whole
time,
lot.
yeah, you was
So
locked up during.
Somebody set it up for me, you know, then I'll be on there. But I did get a phone. And so,
All right, man. We're gonna see if we can set it up right now. All right.
We're looking up. You know.
All right, man. Well, like I say, we really appreciate you, man. Definitely wishing them for the best out here. All right.
Yeah, brother.
My guy Tony. Yes,
All right.
sir.
Peace out.
Yep.